I grip, okay, and I pull this over here. I can do it this way. That's traditionally, that's a lot of people work that way, but what I like to do is I go here over top and I'll start pushing his arm over. And I'll start scooting. You see, I just move over to the side. From here, I grip and I grab his arm this way. Okay? So if he has a gi on, I'm gonna grab the pants, the cloth right by his knee. I'll put my foot right by his foot. I pull my knee to me. As I pull my arm to me, that kind of loads him on top of me. He can't pulse with this arm because I'm holding his wrist. So I pull him on top of me, and then he goes over. Boom. You're here, he's got his hands on your hip, and you start pushing this over. Grip, start pushing this over. Right here, I can get a guy's arm over about this far before it becomes kind of difficult. He starts noticing what I'm doing. He might turn his elbow and do this. So you're just gonna scoot over. I pass this to my hand, I grip. There's no pants to grab if it's no gi, so you're gonna put your arm underneath his leg, okay? Now, when I put my arm underneath his leg, I can do the exact same thing with my legs. I can post and pull him over, but that's what I want you guys to do. If you're a little bit more advanced, you're gonna do kind of like I call it a flower sweep, but I pull my head to his knee as I open my legs up in a V. So I swing him up, that pulls him on top of me, then this cuts under. Now I can go here, I'll come up top. It's like a little weird breakdance move. So here's the problem that I come across a lot is, like, a lot of people, this whole dragging the arm across them, this is a movement some people have a lot of trouble with, you know, especially if the person doesn't want this to happen. So this is like, I did this, it doesn't go. I did this, it doesn't go, you know. That's why I end up kind of doing this kind of stuff. But the problem with this kind of stuff is also, he's still gonna set up. Sometimes I can't do too much about that, you know what I mean? So a couple ways to work that is, to get his arm over, is we work an armbar from here. So I wanna work that, but we're gonna use that as a way to kind of set this sweep up. So I go over top, I grip here, and I pull my hand down, okay? From here, I grip the back of the neck, and I hold. And what I'm gonna do from here is foot on the hip, and I turn, okay? So this is what I'm doing to set up the arm bar. Now, the cool thing about this is I have that arm bar, boom, here. And if you weren't here that day, this is a good arm bar to drill. But sometimes here, what happens is the guy pulls his elbow back and then he's fighting here, okay? But I still got a grip on his arm. What I'm gonna do is I'll scoot out and then hand the arm to my other hand, and then I can use this as a way to get back to that pendulum position. Another thing that happens is, this is the part I wanna go over if you guys don't work that arm bar, is sometimes when I'm trying to grab his pants and go over, the guy, I can't pull him over on top of me, and he keeps scooting into me and centering up with me, and I can't get him over, okay? This guy, what you're gonna do is this. You take this leg and go over his shoulder, okay? So this foot's on the hip, I go over his shoulder and cross my feet. I grab his hand, do this one slow. I hold his arm real close to my body, and I pull my legs away, and I go, try to stack me. It doesn't matter, it hurts his arm. So I always do this arm bar, especially on a big guy, because this is one he can't block as easily. This, you might get dumped on your head, but this one is pretty good. So again, let's get our joystick grip. You can get it the traditional way, but you're gonna hop the shoulder, hold, arm bar, okay?